Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I get maximum pigmentation when I'm using colourful eyeshadows. This also works if you're using neutral eyeshadows, but I tend to use colourful eyeshadows just on a regular basis when I'm doing my makeup looks for Instagram and also YouTube. As an eye base, I use the Revolution Concealer or the Too Faced Born This Way Concealer. With the Revolution one, I tend to mix some sort of moisturiser with it just because I do find it a little bit dry. So to start off with, I'm using a big fluffy brush and I'm dipping into the Norvina Volume 3 palette. And I'm using the shade E4, which is a really sunny yellow. My camera is quite blurry for some of the footage and I do apologise in advance. Staying with the same palette, I'm using A2, which is a very light but vibrant orange. And again, with the same fluffy brush, I'm just blending that next door to the yellow. Taking the red shade from the Norvina Volume 1 palette, I'm putting that next to the orange. I'm not really worrying about placement much for this because we're going to be putting a cut crease underneath all of this anyway, so it doesn't have to be that precise. Then I'm going into A3 and doing the exact same thing. And then I'm taking the Carnival Pro XL palette and Showboat, which you can tell is a very loved shade, and I'm popping this next to the previous purple shade that we had put down. I didn't really film me blending this because it is quite a lot of repetition for this part, but I'm just putting down these three shades, creating a nice gradient to finish off the rainbow look. Now to cut my crease with micellar water, and I'm just using a paintbrush and some oil-based micellar water such as the Garnier one. And I find doing this I don't get any shadows mixing with my concealer, which then will disrupt the colours we put on top and making them sort of tinted with the colours we previously put down. So in order for me to get the maximum pigmentation I can out of my eyeshadows, I love using a really tacky base. So what I'll do is I'll put some concealer on my hand and then I will mix it with some moisturiser, and here I'm using the Fourth Ray Beauty Papaya one. Then what I do is I go in with a clean flat brush and just tap over the concealer just so it's not wet but it's still quite tacky. A tacky eye base would do this job perfectly, so something like the Anastasia Beverly Hills one or the P. Louise one. But I do have a very good experience using concealer, so I know it's a method that works well for me. Picking up that purple shade on a fluffy brush, I'm just putting that on the inner portion of my eye in a little dot, if that makes any sense. And I'm just continuing the whole rainbow thing by going from purple to red and so on and so forth. And then popping on the Gigi lashes from Lorem Lashes. And this is the final result. So please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Hit the little bell notification thing so you get notified every time I post. And I'm thinking of doing like my favorite palettes. If that would be something you would be interested in, please let me know down below. I kind of want to talk you guys through my favorite palettes, what's good about them, what's bad about them, and just some of the palettes in my collection, what I would recommend, and what I would recommend for colourful shadows, what I would recommend for neutrals, and so on and so forth. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.